This is a standard tool head for a roll sizer. This right here is the thumb that when it pivots around, it indexes the brass. The problem we've got with that is when you take a look at a brass like a 308, let me see if I can move this guy up here so that you can see him okay. Or better yet, I'll just come down here. You can see that it hits at the very bottom of the brass. And in doing so, what happens is it tends to flip the brass out this way, especially when you've got the weight of other brass sitting on top. And then what will happen is it will flip around and it'll roll out. If any of you have been working with a 308, you understand what I'm talking about. Now, what I've decided to do is create a tool head that takes care of the entire, takes care of the entire brass. Okay, now this is 3D printed, so I know everybody's gonna go, ugh. But this is actually printed 100% solid out of PET G, which is much, much stronger than the standard PLA that most people 3D print with. So went ahead and put on a spring, and I've got the screw attachment here. Now, what I want to show you is where the magic begins, because what I found is even though this guy did a good job of indexing, we still had problems with the spring down at the bottom. You know the one I'm talking about, the adjustable spring and that adjustable arm that held the tube and all that kind of stuff. So come with me for a second. So what I've done is I actually figured out that I could 3D print a drop tube that would simply put the brass where it belongs and keep it in place while it's running. Okay, so I'm going to turn this guy on. There's no spring, there's nothing to get caught, it simply feeds. None of them run out, none of them fall off. All you have to do is replace 4 screws. This one, that one in the back, and of course you got to take the screw out to change the tool head if you're going to go with a different caliber like 223 or 300 blackout or one of the other calibers that might give you a lot of trouble. So there is no, in fact, I've already run out. My sorter can't keep up. So I gotta let it kind of get caught up there first. But even when it runs out, you can see that it would just drop down and feed. It's not gonna fall out, it's not gonna get hung up, not gonna get stuck. Also, this tube fits inside this tube, and I've been able to get rid of the notch. So this brass never gets hung up on the way down, ever. Never gets hung up. Just smooth motion. Pretty slick, huh?